I could wear it this way and be the counseling police. You need to go to counseling. You get your bitch. Oh, that's the bitch. You get your bitch and you guys go to counseling.
But for real.
What's up, rollies?
It's the BENNSFAM
Back with another video. So today we have question of the day.
Question of the day.
If you're not familiar with question of the day, the question of the day is a topic or a question that one of y'all rollies have requested. We're gonna do one a week. So if you would like to request a topic, a story time, a challenge, a prank, you can hit us up in the DM on IG.
So make sure you hit us up on NottYoChicc right here. It's the easiest one to filter through for these kind of things. So make sure you DM us on there. If you do not have a Instagram, but you want to send us a question of the day, send us an email, thebennsfam@gmail.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's go.
All right, so this one is a good topic because I feel like we're on our way back. I'm just kidding. It is what drove us. Baby didn't think that's funny. Baby's in a terrible mood. She has been for like the last 2 years. I'm just kidding.
She says this every video. And then guess what? And then guess what? We get in the bed and guess who be on my side of the bed like, scoot over. Scoot over. What is that to you?
Well, I be thinking like, is she being mean because she needs a little bit of love? Like, does she need, do you need some love?
I need space.
Yeah. Question of the day is, what drove us to marriage counseling?
That.
Whatever. You had plenty to do with it.
I was basically you. We went and they were like, why are you with her?
Shut up. So, a little backstory on it. We were about 1.5 years in and we started having some problems.
All the time.
All the time.
Arguing. All the time. Disagreeing
with everything.
All the time.
Debating. That's back when I had a debate for everything.
Debating on everything. Would not agree on anything.
Nothing.
Did not see eye to eye on anything. Break up to make up. So say we was going to
But we wasn't really breaking up. That was the thing. It was a threat to break up. Baby and I never really was like breaking up to make up. We never really broke up. We would just be like, I'll leave. That was always my thing. It would just be like, I'll leave, or like, I'm moving out, I'm not gonna do this with you. Just kind of like back and forth like that. And then it was also a time in our relationship, we weren't married yet, but we were engaged. Baby and I were like kind of wild. We were still clubbing a lot, drinking a lot, and things would go bad quite often. Yeah, so when we decided it was time to go to counseling was when the arguments would get so heated that we would start putting our hands on each other, like pushing each other or holding each other, or not letting the other person leave, stuff like that. Choking each other. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. But it did start to get physical, and we were both the aggressor, kind of depending on who was the most drunk, honestly. You were not getting beat, but it was the reason why I think that we didn't call it quits because of the physicalities was because like it was her sometimes, it was me sometimes, like, so it was kind of like you can't just blame the other person when you are a part of it like that. But had we let it continue, we would not be here today. Exactly. Because you can't do that for so long. You got to figure out when enough is enough, and you got to make how to deal with it. You got to make a decision either way. You gonna stick it out, work on it, change it, or you gonna leave. You can't be doing all that domestic, especially like you got kids and stuff. Like you can't be doing all that. We've never fought in front of Messiah though. No, we haven't, but he could tell when the vibe was off. Yeah, because I just don't talk. He could tell when the vibe was off, and so we made a decision as 2 adults who really wanted to still get married and be together forever that we were gonna go and seek professional help. They never warned me. If you are in a relationship that you are serious about making work, if the other person is also willing to really make it work, then go to see a marriage counselor, because it changed the whole path of cause. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet, so that you can join the family, because you know we all BENNSFAM around.
Road to 100K, 100K, 100K. Road to 100K, 100K, 100K.
And make sure you like this video because, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just like the video.
Baby looked the counselor up online and they show you pictures so you can kind of be like, nah, I don't want to talk to that fool. Nah, she look like a bitch. Nah, that nigga too nerdy. Nah, I don't, whatever. You can judge people. And then you pick. So baby wanted a lesbian.
Because I felt like it was important for our dynamic that we had somebody that could really understand the dynamic.
So her name was Gabriella. She was thugged out.
She's a little feisty, Colombian or something.
Colombian. She used to be a counselor or a teacher in the prison.
She was a stud.
So she would like really get at you. And you'd say something, she'd be looking at you like, are you dumb?
And be like, that's bullshit. And you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, she'd call you out. So we needed that though. I feel like that needed to be the first one, because she'd be like, no one's gonna put up with that. So if you think you're gonna do that and you're gonna leave and go and someone's gonna put up with that, ain't no one gonna put up with that. And so she like kind of opened our eyes to a lot of different things. One of the things that she told us,
and it really did solve it, like completely nipped it in the bud, huh?
Was when things start to get heated, one person needs to leave and the other person needs to let them leave. Major key alert.
And it's gonna take both of y'all. The other person has to let them leave, because what would happen is one of us would become aggressive, and then the other person would be like, I'm out of here, and then we'd be like, you ain't going nowhere. And then obviously you're gonna get into a fight if you do that. So it was allowing that person to leave. Even though you're gonna be mad that that person is gone, you have to allow the person to go. That really did it for us. Like, I feel like it really gave us some, like, it was weird because it was just words, but like it helped us to understand, and it helped us to start pinpointing when the person needed to leave.
But check this out. We didn't go to her consistently. And so it would be like we'd get into a fight,
and then we want to go back
to her and call her.
She wasn't messing
and she quit us.
We tried to get in touch with her a couple times afterwards. She was not messing with us.
She's like, nah, y'all don't want to come consistently and work through things, then don't come. So we did go to another counselor a while after.
But that's another story.
That's part 2. If y'all request it, we'll do it. Comment downtown. Comment down below. Part 2 if y'all want to hear about the other counseling shit that we went through. But
everything doesn't need to be talked about. And I guess that's a big thing for lesbians. Like, just feeling like
I'm not a lesbian. I'm Ashley Marie.
She thinks that sounds like a dinosaur.
I just don't like the word.
But we are lesbians.
You're a lesbian. You look like a lesbian.
Shut up.
Don't call me that.
You look like a lesbian. Everything doesn't need to be talked about. And I guess for lesbians, that is a pretty big thing.
Yeah, so basically what that meant to me was that sometimes just let shit go. Like, even if you get in a fight, they leave, they come back. Some things do need to be talked about, but not everything.
Not everything.
Some things just let it be. Don't drag it out. Don't dig for this Young and the Restless.
Some old dramatic.
Some things are just better not even talked about. One point that she made to us that really stuck with me was, don't set unrealistic expectations for your partner. That one to me was huge. So it's like, if you know they're not gonna do this, don't expect them to do it, because if you're expecting somebody to do something that you know they're not gonna do, you're making yourself mad. And or don't expect them not to do something that you know they're always gonna do. Like, don't, because you're just gonna be mad. So set realistic expectations for your partner.
And that doesn't mean that your partner can't grow and evolve. But at the same time, there are certain things that people just are, and if you want to love that person, you got to just accept that that's who that person is and that's what they do. And so, like, for me, one of those things was that we were going to be late almost all the time. And so I quit. I don't say nothing about it. I take my time when we get ready.
And now guess who makes us late? Her. And guess who gets annoyed? Me.
But you have no right to get annoyed.
But I do, because now she doesn't care about time. She has no concept of time. She doesn't care. She'll start getting ready when it's time for us to be there.
She'll take a shower when it's time for us to be there.
So that's annoying. That's annoying.
When the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah.
So we don't fight about it. We haven't fought about being late in years. Ever since I decided, like, okay, baby's late, she's a late person, she doesn't care what time we get there.
Being late is rude, and I get it. And now it's just like, I tell her, like, I will leave you. Because now she's lollygagging, not even getting Cici ready, and we're supposed to be leaving, and I'm like, I will leave you with the kids, and guess who gets ready real quick?
Another thing was that was really, really big. It was like a ow aha moment. It was like it was like a real aha moment. It was that there's no such thing as compatibility.
Cause someone that I was in a relationship used to always, when they got mad, say, "We're just not compatible. We're just not compatible." But I'm not gonna name any names. I can't.
Yeah, we don't talk about exes.
I can't remember her name. X is my ass.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like we weren't compatible. Like, it just seemed like there were so many things that we did not see eye to eye on at one point, that I'm like, maybe we just, like, we don't blend.
These are the kind of things she would say when we were having an argument.
And she shut that down real quick. She was like, there's no such thing as compatibility. There's nobody on this earth that is compatible with another person. It's not compatibility, it's compromise. Are you willing to compromise?
So an example of like compromising that the therapist gave us was, she was a homebody and her wife liked the outdoors. She hated to be outdoors. She'd rather stay home and read. But she's like, because my wife enjoys going on hikes or going to the park, I compromise and I'd rather read a book, but I'm gonna go just to please her.
Sometimes her wife would stay home just to please her when it was like, man, I really want to get out. I've had a long week. I just want to go do this, do that. And so it's like, it's a very basic level of compromise, but I feel like it gave us the right idea of like, there's certain
things that you don't want to do.
Yes.
Or ignore
or
things.
Not do
things. Yeah. So another thing that she pointed out to us was like, if there's something that's lacking in your relationship, an example would be like in our relationship in the beginning, I would get upset because baby wasn't very affectionate, and she would come home or I would come home and she wouldn't like come home, give me a hug or give me a kiss, or like when she was leaving she wouldn't, and I was really big on that. It used to bother me a lot. So we talked about it and she's like, well, if that's something that you want and you need, then you need to initiate it. You need to be the one that goes and grabs her and gives her a kiss before she leaves, or you need to be the one that comes home and goes and grabs her when she comes home or when you come home or whatever. So if your relationship is lacking something that's important to you, you got to initiate that. You got to bring that to light in your relationship. You got to wake it up.
Obviously that applies more, I feel like, to small things. Like, not that it's a small thing for me to like give you a kiss when I see you or something, but like, if like your relationship is lacking effort on the other person's part, you can't help that part.
No,
but like,
it's like little things that make you feel a certain type of
and
way.
like another one was, I wouldn't ask her how her day was, and it was important for her to debrief on how her day was. So she was like, why don't you just tell her how your day was? Like, if you want to talk about it, tell her how your day was. Why does she need to ask you? And so that,
but I think you should ask your partner how their day was.
And I've gotten a lot better.
If they go to work all day and they come home, don't nobody want to come home and just start blah 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 blah, because who knows if you care. And if you ask, I feel like that shows that you care what their day was doing, what they were doing with their day, how their day went, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I'm not saying I can't just come home and be like, today this, today that. But to me, it's like me just coming home and going off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you want to know, I feel like you would ask.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that, but she was right. If certain things bother you so much, initiate them.
Oh, another one that she pointed out that was good was like if somebody leaves the shower curtain open, your partner's always leaving the shower curtain open. Like, are y'all gonna fight about it, or just close the damn shower curtain? Like, okay, they do it all the time. You told them, they don't fix it. It's a shower curtain. So are you gonna fight about it? Are you gonna be mad about it? Or are you just gonna close the shower curtain and just accept that every time you go in the bathroom and this person just got done showering, you close the shower curtain?
Or like,
bam.
if somebody leaves the toothpaste in the shower. But
Why
I don't know anybody that does that. But
why fight about it?
If you do,
just take the toothpaste out the shower.
Go every time that you're gonna brush your teeth, every time, and go get in the shower and get it out. It's cool.
Well, you want to know something?
It's
I really
cool.
appreciate that you don't fight with me about it.
Because it really irritates me, so I had to get that off my chest. Yeah, you never heard about it, have you?
I haven't. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The next one was that everything didn't need to be done together. Baby and I would get on these kicks where we were gonna like quit smoking together, or we were going to start working out together, or we were going to go on a diet together. And then we would get in fights when the other person didn't follow through on their end.
Don't do that. She's like, you be you, you be you. Y'all meet on certain things in the middle, but everything ain't together. Y'all are a team, but not that kind. So if y'all got problems, I am a counselor, so hit me up. NottYoChicc on Instagram.
Baby is a pretty good counselor. She will talk you through some stuff. And
But,
we give pretty good relationship advice.
Yeah, we do. But you gotta hit us up in our DM though. You gotta hit us up. It's too hard to do it on YouTube and remember it and
what video it was on,
video and all that. So we asked to do it on Instagram for a reason.
If you don't have an Instagram and you have like questions and stuff, send us an email, thebennsfam@gmail.com.
And if you ever have a topic you want us to discuss and you want us to keep it confidential, we will do that. Yes. I'm sorry, on some we can't shout you out who asked this and that because we just remember the topic. Like tonight, shout out to you for the topic. It was a really good one. We are excited to see what y'all got for us next. We love y'all.
And turn your notifications on because we post every single day, but we haven't got the timing all the way right yet. So sometimes it's at this time, sometimes it's at that time.
We got 9 videos.
You know?
9 videos. Oh shit. On the earthquake, the earth was quaking.
But yeah, so turn your notifications on. That way you know that we posted because we post it every day.
Yeah, thank y'all for rolling with us.
Love y'all.
I holla.
Like it on a big 30.